Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Hamza. We out here. I'm gonna be real passionate in this video, and I'm gonna be real aggressive almost. You're gonna see a different side to me. See, I'm not red pill, right? I don't claim to be red pill, but you're gonna see a real red pill side to me after this video. I'm gonna talk about how you deal with the woman's disrespect and what you need to do for next time so you're not in this situation again and you deal with it like a champ instead of a chump. I just went through a situation right now. I'm going to tell you what I did right. I'm going to tell you what I did wrong. I'm going to be vulnerable about my personal situation, even though I said I wasn't going to talk about it. So you guys have an example. So this video, unfiltered, uncut, one take. I have my notebook. I have 7 points. Other than that, I'm speaking from my dome and I'm speaking with my passion. So without further ado, here it is. Dealing with disrespect from a woman. You see, a woman can't love you unless she respects you. I'm going to say it again. A woman cannot love you unless she respects you. More times than not, nowadays, more men are dealing with disrespect than they ever have in their relationships, whether they're talking to a girl. And there's many reasons behind it. But I'm going to tell you what you do when you do get that disrespectful communication from the woman. The first thing you need to do, which is probably the hardest thing, and this is where your practice comes into play, is you need to keep your composure when you're being disrespected. This is extremely difficult, especially when she disrespected you in a way that you didn't even imagine, right? She disrespected you as something in a way that's so apparent that she's wrong and you're right, but she doesn't give a fuck. And you feel so angry and you feel aggressive and you feel like, what the fuck? I'm not going to let anybody talk to me this way. That's how I feel, right? All the times I've lost my cool, I've regretted it. You know why? Because as a man, you need to be composed. So when she's giving you that disrespectful communication, whether it's your girlfriend or girl you're talking to, she's embarrassing you in front of other people, whatever the case is, you're going to communicate much better and you're going to handle the situation much better when you have composure. So again, this is where your practice comes into play. You need to focus on your deep breathing right then and there. Because trust me, you're going to get heated real fucking quick, right? You might even have to say, excuse me for a second, I need to go to the bathroom, whatever it is, cool the fuck down. Because you're reacting. These are emotions coming out of you. You need to stay chill. Because that's the only way she will respect you. Number one, composure. Number two, you need to go and analyze, why the fuck are you being so nice? Why are you in this situation? So many times, and I speak for myself too, as men, how many times have you had a situation where you were talking to a girl and she did something, you felt kind of disrespected, and there was a voice in your head that said, hey, you know what? I don't think that was right. I don't really know how I felt about that. And then you just happen to just override this voice and say, oh yeah, she had her reasons, it's cool, whatever the case is. That was your alpha voice, right? That's your masculine energy telling you, hey, you know what? This bitch, she fucking disrespected me. And then your beta male side will come and say, hey, you know what? It's okay. She was having a bad day. She was tired. It's okay. She talks to me like that. You're letting her do this to you. Some guys deserve to be taken advantage of because they're simps. But there's other guys out there who actually just have a good fucking heart. And I'm speaking to those men. Because I like to categorize myself in that category, right? I believe I'm a man with a good heart and I've been taken advantage of in the past. And I've gotten much better at it, right? And I'm going to tell you my personal situation, and it's not even a big deal. But you're going to see from my perspective how things go. So again, this is my personal situation. I didn't want to talk about it, but I'm here to be as vulnerable as I can be because I understand how many men are being disrespected and how to handle it. So, I'm a father. I have 2 boys. I'm not with the mother, so we co-parent. I have the children on the weekends, Friday to Sunday, right? Baby mama asks me, can I watch the kids on Sunday to Monday, right? From Sunday to Monday evening, because she needs some time away from the kids, whatever the case is. Okay, cool. I will do that favor for her, even though Monday is the busiest day at work, even though I wake up at 5:30 in the morning, even though my weekdays are for me to get my shit together. Right? That's for me to grind and focus. On the weekends, I spend time with my boys. So I say, of course, no problem. Okay, I'll do that for you. Monday comes along. Just text her, okay, hey, just want an ETA. What's the ETA for today? What time do you think you're coming? Usually, on Sundays, I dropped them off around 6, 7 p.m. So that's what I would have assumed would have been the time she came to get them around on Monday, right? 12 o'clock text her, 3 o'clock text her, right? She doesn't come at 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or 11 or 12, 1 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. 1 o'clock in the morning, she comes to get the children. Now, mind you, I wake up at 5:30 in the morning. I did this favor for this person, and this person doesn't even have the respect to fucking communicate with me. Tell me, hey, you know what? And I know shit happens. This is why at the end of the day, remember this. As a man, you're logical, but you're reasonable, right? This is why anytime a woman has told me, hey, and I'll tell you this example too. All I expected, all I wanted was to be like, hey, if I was in that situation, I did somebody's time like that, and I had them watch the kids, or if I had her watch the kids and I did that and I came so late, the first thing I would say is, hey, you know what, I'm so sorry. Hey, shit just came up, right? I didn't value my time. I didn't value your time. I apologize for wasting so much of your time. I know you have work, right? That's the first thing you would say. That's a normal thing to say. But instead, I'm the one blamed. I'm the one who's accused of, okay, you're narcissistic. You don't fucking do this. You don't do that. And for me, I just realized something. When she was telling me these things, I almost lost my fucking mind because I've had this shit. And I'm going to go even deeper. I've been dealing with this shit for the last 4 motherfucking years. 4 years of disrespect. I'm somebody that men come to in terms of helping them with their relationships and their advice and whatever the case is when they're women. I'll tell you one thing. It's different when you have children, right? I'm not even trying to get into a side tangent, but I'm here to express myself. So understand this. Some guys are in the situation with a woman. You don't know what the fuck they're fully going through. Some guys are just simps. Some guys might be in a particular situation like I am. But I also have to understand this. Even though part of me wanted to try to work things out or communicate better or tolerate the disrespect because of the kids, because of the children, that's that beta male side of me that's letting that go. You need to cut that shit out. She will take advantage of you. She will use you. She will not care about your time. She will not care about your resources. And she will blame you. And she will say, you're narcissistic. You're the one to blame. You're the one who's disrespectful. I go through this shit. I'm going through this shit. This is why I decided to make this motherfucking video. Because I know I would never tolerate this shit if I didn't have children. But that's not an excuse. So this is for men who have children, who don't have children. Whatever your situation is. The reason why I told you my precise situation I'm going through is because you understand that women, no matter what the situation is, if they don't have the respect, they cannot love you. So they won't care about your feelings. They don't care about your time. They will take advantage and they will use it to whatever degree they can. Don't be that guy who keeps getting taken advantage of. Right? No matter what your situation is. Understand when she disrespects you, okay, keep a mental note of that and stay composed. Number 2, what did I say? Write it down. You need to write down what the fuck happened. As men, we're logical, right? I journaled this morning. I wrote down exactly what happened, and guess what? You know what happened? I started to relax. I started thinking things differently. I realized something. Hey, you know what? Why am I upset? I'm upset because I did this person a favor. They didn't communicate with me properly. They decided to come at 1 o'clock in the morning to get the kids, and they didn't have any consideration for my time, energy, and what I did for them. Okay, that's why I'm upset. Can this person change? They're not going to change. I've tried it. I've expressed this. So the next step is, once you realize they will take advantage of it, you need to also, you need to ask yourself, how do you want to be communicated? Do you think it's okay for a woman to take that disrespect you that way, take advantage of you, not communicate with you, ask you for favors, ask you for money, whatever the case is? If you don't think it's okay, this is where you tell yourself, you write in your journal, you let yourself know, logically, this is not what I'm okay with, right? Either it's something I don't believe as a man, or I believe that this is just basic communication that everyone should have. I believe that in my situation that I had with the mother of my children, anybody in that situation, if they wasted somebody else's time, the first thing they should say rather than explaining it is like, hey, I'm so sorry I wasted your time. That's logic. You can't argue with that. You literally cannot say that's not true or that's not courteous. You talk to the woman and you tell her calmly once. You're going to tell her, look, this is the situation, right? So for example, I've done this with her. So I'm telling myself, look, this is where I'm going to tell you the next thing that you need to do. You have one conversation, say, hey, look, I did this favor for you, in my case. I wanted communication. I think it's right that the first thing you could have said was, hey, I apologize for you wasting my time. That's all I asked for, right? I know shit happens. Sometimes you get delayed. But if you don't even show any empathy, and that's what these women are doing, they're not caring about what the fuck they're taking from you. And you're letting them. And understand, you're the one to blame, but also know you're probably a good guy. I'm a fucking good guy, right? That's why I'm making these videos. You talk to her once and you tell her, look, this is what I wanted. I think communication is important. I would want communication in terms of if you're going to be late because I'm doing you a favor. So this is the last time I'm going to tell you. We're not going to go through this situation again. Does that make sense? If I do a favor for you, I need communication. I need you to understand that, hey, I'm doing something for you. You need to be appreciative of that. If she's appreciative, she's not going to disrespect you. She disrespects you because she's not appreciative. You could tell her 1,000 times, she's not going to listen. So that's why you go to the final step. And this is something I'm implying today. And this is for all the men who need to imply in their life. Or apply it, not imply it. Apply it. Once you've shown your boundaries and she's already surpassed them and she's already disrespected you, you know what you do? Stay calm, brother. Stay calm. Don't tell her, hey, I told you that this is what I want you to do. You know why? Because that's not what's going to work. And I fall into that trap too many times. That's what I was starting to do yesterday. Right? Like, I do this, I do that. No. What you need to do is say, okay, cool. At the end of the day, for my situation, I lost, okay. She came at 1 o'clock to get the kids. I lost some sleep, right? My work was hindered, right? Let's just say I didn't get enough rest. But in the long grander schemes, is it worth me getting so fucking angry and heated and this and that for her disrespecting me when I was right? No. No, it's not. It's not right for you to be beating yourself up and feeling worse because you did the right thing and she's disrespecting you. This is why you just say, cool, no problem. Don't show her that reaction. Don't show her that she even bothered you. This is where you delete her out of your life. Straight up. I don't care who the fuck it is. Delete her. Get her out of your life. This person does not respect you. If they don't respect you, they don't respect your time, they might as well be the enemy. Not only that, they'll try to take advantage of you. And they don't even feel bad doing it. How long are you going to let that shit happen? I'm speaking to myself too, right? Don't let this disrespect go. But don't handle it like a chump either. It's not about the girl. That's why you can yell at the girl all you want. But just know this. There's a man out there she will respect that doesn't have to tell her to respect him. She already knows. You think she doesn't fucking know what respect is? You think she's that stupid? Some girls are. Sometimes you do have to break it down to them, make them understand because they don't realize it because their communication is so poor. But for the other girls out there, they know what respect is. She just doesn't respect you. And maybe you made mistakes in the past. Maybe you were too good of a guy. Maybe you let her take advantage of you. But guess what? Now it ends. Cut that shit out. Why are you letting her take advantage of you? Is it because of sex? Is that the reason why? Is it because you feel lonely if you broke it off with her? When she has no respect for you, this relationship is doomed. This communication in general is doomed to begin with. That's why don't try to repair this shit. Don't be, okay, I'm going to get her respect. No, fuck that. You get her respect by leaving. You get her respect by saying no more. That's the only way. Your actions are the only way that she can feel that emotionally. Otherwise, nothing you will say will fucking make sense to her. She'll say, hey, yeah, you can say whatever. I don't like this. I don't want to tolerate it. But you're still going to be there for me. You're still going to help me. That's what my baby mama probably thinks. That's the reality of the situation. Look at my notes. Nope. Went through everything. When she disrespects you, stay calm, right? When you get the chance, write it down. Understand it logically. When that part of your brain tells you, hey, you know what? I don't know if that was cool or not. That's your fucking masculine energy telling you, hey, you know what? This bitch might not have been on her shit. She might have disrespected you. Don't be the beta and override it. Write that shit down. Analyze it. What is it that you needed? Did she not communicate properly? Was she aggressive towards you? Did she try to make you look bad? Did she disrespect you by looking at other guys? Whatever the case is, Find out what it is. Find out what you don't like. Now you're going to wait till you're calm and you're going to beat her with logic. You're going to talk to her once. You're going to tell the situation. You're going to break it down from A to Z. You're going to say, look, I'm going to talk to you about this just one time. One motherfucking time. I'm going to tell you what it is you did. I'm going to tell you what I look for. And the rest is up to you. Once you tell her, understand this, chances are she's not going to listen. Chances are she's going to make that mistake again. Just know that. When she makes that mistake, you don't need to tell her again. You just say, no problem. But don't keep beating yourself up like how I've been doing, how I did. Don't keep saying, getting frustrated, putting yourself out there for somebody else, putting out your kindness for somebody else, right? Especially for these women who don't care. Not all women are like that. But I'm telling you, I understand women. I understand that, hey, you know what? They could be the most beautiful, amazing things, creatures, whatever you want to call them, and they can make your life amazing. Or they can be a fucking poison, a cancer. They will have this poison drip and they will make you weaker and weaker and weaker, and you exert more and more and more energy trying to help or make things work, right? Because you're a good fucking guy. Takes more advantage of it. You feel depleted. You go fucking crazy. That's the cycle. Don't be that guy. Done.